How are you? I hope you are doing fine. Welcome back. Our video today is about how much and how many. How much and how many are quantifiers. A quantifier is a word or a phrase which is used before a noun to indicate the amount or quantity, like some and any. Quantifiers can be used with both countable and uncountable nouns. Quantifiers like some and any are adjectives and adjectival phrases that give approximate or specific answers to how much and how many questions. Actually, in everyday English, we normally use much and many only in questions and negative clauses. How many and how much have the same basic meaning, but they are used with different nouns. In this video, we are going to discuss when to use how much and how many and how to use them correctly in a sentence. How much and how many, both of them, are used to ask about the amount, the quantity. Let's take a look at these examples. How much milk do you drink? How much chocolate do you eat? How many sisters do you have? And how many books do you read? When you take a look at these four examples, you can directly recognize when to use much and when to use many. Let's see together. How much? How much is used for questions with uncountable nouns. And as we said before in our previous video, the uncountable nouns are the nouns which don't have plural form of them. How much money do you have? How much sugar do you want? When you look at money and sugar, you can recognize that both of them are uncountable nouns. So that's why we used how much with them. How many? How many is used for questions with countable nouns. How many students are there in the school? How many chairs are there in the kitchen? So, we used how many with students and chair because both of them are countable nouns, because both of them have singular and plural form. Let's do this practice together. But before deciding which to use, how much or how many in these sentences, you have to take a look at these nouns which are after the blank. People, water, fruit, bread. You have to decide whether these nouns are countable or uncountable nouns in order to decide to use how much or how many with them. People. People is excellent, a countable noun because the singular form of it is person and the plural form is people. Water. Water is uncountable noun, excellent. Fruit. Fruit is a countable noun, excellent, because the singular form of it is a fruit and the plural form is fruits. Bread. Excellent. Bread is uncountable noun, excellent. Then now we can know which to use. How many people are in Amman? How much water is in the fridge? How many fruit do you eat daily? How much bread did you eat yesterday? Excellent, excellent, great job. Now, let's sum up all the information that we talked about in the previous videos in order to give a good conclusion. Sum is used with countable and uncountable nouns, but it is used for affirmative sentences, like the following examples. There are some chairs. There is some sugar. Excellent. And you can notice that chairs is a countable noun and sugar is a uncountable noun. So we used some with both of them, but both of these sentences are affirmative sentences. Also, any is used with countable and uncountable nouns, but the difference here that any is used for questions and negative sentences. Is there any coffee? Are there any cars in the street? There isn't any sugar left. Coffee is uncountable, and it is a question, so we used any. The second example, cars are countable, and it is a question, so we used any. The third example, sugar is uncountable, and the sentence is negative, so we used any. Let's do this practice together. We need some bananas. Excellent, excellent. You can't buy, since we have a negative sentence, so we have to use any. Excellent. You can't buy any posters in this shop. We don't is negative. We don't have any oranges at the moment. Excellent. Peter has bought some new books. Excellent. Now, let's take a look at these two boxes in order to discuss the information which we put in order to sum up all the information which related to countable and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns have singular and plural form of the noun, but the uncountable nouns have only singular form. Nouns, the countable nouns are nouns you can count, but the uncountable nouns are which are you can count. We use a, an, and the in front of countable nouns, but nouns that are normally don't have a plural form is uncountable nouns. Okay, let's take a look at these examples. I saw a car. The car was red. He sent me an email. We have a lot of bags. But here, can you give me some milk? We need some sugar. So, here we used a and the in front of the nouns, but here we used some in front of them. So again, countable or uncountable nouns, the main difference between them, that countable nouns have singular and plural form of the noun, and the uncountable nouns have only singular form. Now let's take a look at any, some, much, many, how many, and how much, and how we should use them. Any is used with countable and uncountable nouns. Do we have any bags there? Do we have any water in the pool? Some also is used with countable and uncountable nouns. We have got some sandwiches. We have got some coffee. Much is used with only uncountable nouns. Kevin has too much money. Many is used only with countable nouns. There aren't many students in the class. How many? How many is also used only with countable nouns. How many students are in the class? How much? How much is only used with countable nouns. We need some tea. How much do you need? So again, you have to focus when to use these words before the nouns according to if they are countable nouns or uncountable nouns. And this was our lesson today. I hope you enjoyed our video today. See you soon.